Michael.
Hey.
I remember doing this some months ago.
Yeah, when this guitar came back.
Yeah, it didn't look like this though.
No, it did not.
Jeez.
So what's been going on with it?
So as we discussed with the last video, when we got the guitar from Terry, it was not in the condition it was when I was done, when I let it go. And today it is. We changed the pickups, new pick guard, new bridge, man-made bridge obviously, new electronics. Well, we did everything basically, everything except the body. And even that we had to do some work too. New nut, new tuners, some touch-up refinishing, my favorite strap buttons, PRS strap buttons. Guitars never fall off. So anyway, this guitar actually, and I didn't realize it till I was reassembling it, there was a crack running through the jack plate up through, like kind of like this. So that had to get fixed, and then because of that, we had to do some touch-up finishing, and my buddy Doug McCormick top coated it, cleaned it up a bit, buffed it out, filled in all the holes that were there.
So as far as the pickups that were in it,
He had Bill Lawrence pickups,
Bill Lawrence pickups.
which they're great pickups, but they're like super clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you refret it?
No, but we fret leveled and dressed it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably maybe one more time, and then it'll have to get new frets.
Yeah. But I did notice that you didn't touch
Right.
that,
Did not touch
which I was glad to see.
the telltale that when I got the guitar, all of the binding was stained cherry red, and this side is not. So I don't know whether Terry had scraped it off or just played it to the point where it was off.
Yeah, worn off. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The headstock was kind of in rough shape, so Doug sanded it and cleaned it up.
It looks brand new.
Yeah.
I thought you put a new veneer on there.
It's the same veneer.
It looks so
you
good.
just cleaned it up. Yep. So the only original bolted-on parts at this point are the back plate and the truss rod cover. I think is original, but everything else has been redone, and it's back to P90s. Oh, yeah. It's got the man-made bridge.
Yeah.
On it. We had to dowel the holes where this went because he had put it on a Bigsby at one point. You could see 1, 2, 3 holes from the Bigsby, and he had put a Tune-O-Matic bridge on.
Well, we talked about it in the first video, but
Yeah.
I think we figured it was more than 30 years that he had it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I gave this back to my cousin, I want to say 79, 1980, somewhere's in there.
It's a long time.
Never. I traded this back to him to get a 355 that I was lusting
I can see
after.
that.
This is cool, but 355 is more the street I run on, you know that.
Yep.
So this guitar and some money got me the 355, and I never thought about this again until 4, 5, 6 years ago. Greg and I were going down memory lane talking about whatever happened to that SG.
That's so cool.
And I don't know how he does it, but he knew where it was. We're still buddies with Terry. Called Terry up, and I was a little disappointed because Terry wasn't ready to let go of it then.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'll never see that guitar again. But how many people? What are the odds that you get a guitar back that you didn't have for 40 years?
Very slim.
That's crazy.
It would probably have changed hands 4 or 5 times.
And again, if you didn't watch the first video, so those 4 or 5 years ago, Terry says, nope, and this is all through my cousin, nope, I'm still playing that guitar and I'm not ready to let go of it. Well, last year, Terry sent me an email and said, it's time to let go of the guitar and it belongs back in your hands because it's your guitar, and that's the reason. This is the reason I met Paul Smith. And wouldn't take any money for it. Just
No, that is a really, really cool thing that he
very generous, sweet soul of a man to do that.
Yep.
So I did promise him that once it was back together, we were going to make a pilgrimage down to Maryland
That's where I was gonna go next.
and go to his open mic jam.
Yep.
So Terry,
Invite Paul.
we're coming by sometime soon. You, me, Greg, Michael, and hopefully Paul Smith.
Yeah,
And
we
we're
need-
gonna
we
we're
need a
gonna play
picture.
we're gonna play some guitar that night.
That would be awesome.
That'll be fun.
So hey, we came through with the second video.
I get goosebumps thinking about this guitar.
Yeah, it's a long time.
This is the guitar that set me on the path to doing what I've done for most of my life.
Hmm.
And I still love doing it. It's crazy.
Thanks for watching, guys. Again, this is the, you said it's about 66,
I
right?
think it's a late 66.
So John tried to refinish it as in the first video, in the
Three
late,
times.
late 70s, 3 times. So with him and his attempts at refinishing it, and then Paul refinishing it for him, which is where they met, the serial number is gone. So there's no serial number.
No.
There's not even a faint. You couldn't even see it with a microscope. Probably it's gone.
Yeah, I'm basing the age of it on the heel joint.
Yep.
Over the years, Gibson changed the heel joint. Why don't you turn that around to the camera so people can
Yep.
see it? Each year they modified the heel joint to fix the breaking issue at that neck joint,
Right.
and pretty crazy.
But it looks great.
Yeah.
Looks awesome. So stay tuned for that video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, love you. So these three are from the original bridge.
Yeah. And then
And those two, and then